Hi, Sam from Solid State Logic here. In this video, we're going to take a brief look at the console I/O page. We will show how to configure I/O in another video later in this series.
The I/O menu on the right of the screen displays all local and stage I/O as well as Dante I/O. At the top left of the screen, we can select and look at our local analog hardware that is built into the console surface. Remember, all of our consoles have the same super analog preamps as found in the stage boxes. They are not cut quality. If you select any I/O pane, you will see an overview of settings, inputs, outputs, names, and routes made within the console, making life easier when patching and fault finding. To the right of the local analog AES I/O, we have the local console MADI ports. If an SSL stage box is plugged into any MADI port, it will auto-recognize and configure the model. Any of the ports can be configured offline by using the drop-down menu next to any of the MADI ports. When we plug in an SSL stage box into the port, it will either auto-configure, or if the offline or saved device doesn't match what's detected, the box's background will go red to indicate a conflict. Each MADI port can also function as part of a redundant pair. Ports are always defined in odd and even pairs, port 1 and port 2 for example. Select the redundancy status button on the even port to make this active. Local MADI ports have the option to be set up as generic MADI devices or as part of the console live recorder system for virtual sound check. Next we have the Blacklight 2 and X-Lite ports, SSL's proprietary high bandwidth transport protocols. Blacklight 2 carries 256 MADI inputs at 96 kHz or 48 kHz bidirectionally down a redundant pair of dual ruggedized fibers. MADI stage boxes will appear just as they do locally on the console when connected via Blacklight and can also be set up and pre-configured as offline devices. X-Lite carries 256 Dante inputs at 96 kHz or 48 kHz bidirectionally down a single or redundant pair of quad ruggedized fibers. We can also configure offline devices in the Dante system. And finally on this page, we have a local Dante card that can be set up to accept Dante stage boxes or be used as part of the live recorder system. After setting up our I/O, we need to route these inputs into the console. Navigate to the XY router in the right-hand menu. On this page, we will find a routing system that we will all recognize and are familiar with. We find a source menu and a destination menu, which can select from any I/O or console path. We can then make our patch points and press and hold apply to make the routes.
Remember, all of the processes I am demonstrating today can be practiced on our offline software Salsa, which is available to download for free from our website. Thanks for watching.